All right, welcome back to Des Moines Capitals hockey as varsity matchup just about underway here as we're just getting ready to go through some stats. Rob Paulus, Tony Scott, getting ready to bring you the varsity matchup. Rob, how are you tonight?
Doing great. Kind of interested to see how we come out tonight. You know, kind of took it on the chin there the last weekend here a little bit, and looking to rebound here tonight. And just got one game this weekend and one game next weekend, and then we're right at the Turkey Cup.
Yeah. Wow, that's wow. When you say it that way, it's not too far away. Well, anyway, Capitals come in here to play Ames, which they're struggling. The Ames varsity struggling like their JV team. We won't go through all. There is no easy way to say it. They are 0-4. 2 goals for, 30 against, 69 minutes and penalties. Capitals, they're faring better, but not. This stat surprises me a little bit. They are seventh in the league standings right now, and that's kind of uncalled for the Capitals. It's early, only 5 games played, but they're down there in 7th place, right above Waterloo and Omaha, and kind of surprises me to see those two teams down there too. Waterloo and Omaha down there, Quad Cities down there too. Not surprising to see Cedar Rapids on top of the list. They've had a good program going, and Lincoln is second in the league with the Oakleys third. So Capitals got some work here to do, and hopefully they can get that done tonight. 5 games played, 3 wins, 2 losses. Capitals with 6 points on the season, 17 goals for, 12 goals against, 135 minutes and penalties, and they are 3-2. Scoring leaders for the I'm not going to go through that for the Ames. Capitals scoring leaders, Brent Baxter with 6 goals, Clark Kruger with 6 assists. Clark Kruger 9 points total on the season, so he's our points leader. Mason Porup did not have a fantastic weekend as he's sitting at 31 points and penalties. He took a 5-minute major and a game misconduct last week, so he will be setting out today's game. We could go into that penalty and discuss it, but it's been discussed enough this week, and it's just wasn't a very safe play to be doing out there. I'm going to just leave it at that.
Just do the time here and move on.
Yep. Brent Baxter with 4 power play goals. Brent Baxter 1 shorthanded goal, and I'm not sure why this isn't updating on Olivia Magnuson with 1 win, but I'm pretty sure that we have a couple other goalies that have. Oh, maybe not. Maybe all the goalies have 1 win. Is that possible? Only 3 wins on us? Maybe that is. I'm not sure. I have to look at that. Well, it lists here. I think we have multiple goalies with 1 win. I'm going to put it that way. I'm not really keeping track of the goalie stats. So anyway, underway here. Capitals will be going to wearing white. Hey. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Thanks. Somebody from Minnesota down here watching our game and wanted to tell Rob and I thanks for doing the broadcast.
Oh, that's nice of them.
Yeah.
The finder's fee. Brad's over there slipping her 20s to say nice things.
So if anybody watching on Facebook, I don't get to watch it like you guys do, but I get to see it here. But if you guys want to see a little bit better feed, go to our YouTube page. Just go on YouTube and search Des Moines Capitals Hockey. It's just a little bit clearer picture than Facebook is. So we have quite a few more people watching Des Moines Capitals live feed on YouTube than our Facebook page, or if you're on Twitter. Pam Starr watching from Wisconsin. Hi, Pam.
The Stars up in Wisconsin watching.
Starting lineup being announced for the Cyclones. 22, J.B. Swartz for the Bradley Strockman for the goalie for the night for the Cyclones. All right, starting lineup for the Capitals. Junior from, where did he say he was from? From Lincoln High School, number 34, Sam Kanafa. And number 27, Brody Stiles, a senior from Dallas Center Grimes. Oh, there you go. Your son's going to get the start tonight. Number 14, Caleb Paulus from Waukees. Right wing, senior from Dowling, number 33, Ryan Webb. And number 29, Brent Baxter, center, a junior from Ankeny High School. And in net today, a senior from Dowling High School, number 30, Olivia Magnuson. We're going to stand up and do the national anthem. Hi, Leah. Our number one Capitals fan getting wound up.
Leah is wound up tonight.
Leah Hubbard. All right, Capitals varsity action just about underway. Be interesting how they start out this game, as the varsity team had a little bit harder practice this week than our JV team did, and I'm still not sure if Coach Spring is happy with them yet. So we'll find out. Well,
early on, and you don't want to settle for complacency. So I think hopefully, Coach Spring has their full attention.
Yes, we hope so. Well, we knew he wasn't happy setting up here with us last weekend. He was going to go on the radio, and he declined. He didn't have very good things to say, so he declined our offer. So Capitals going to your right on the screen, Cyclones to your left, and the Capitals win the faceoff, draw it over to Knopfler. Knopfler dumps it down into the Cyclones in the ring. Baxter catching up to it, down below the goal line, cycling around. Centering pass right out front to Paulus. Backhanded shot, save. 16:46 left in the first period, not up at 0.
Conference by the officials.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet.
I don't understand what that's about.
I'm not sure either. Uh-oh, there might be a penalty already. Well, going to talk to both benches. I don't know what that's about. Did you see anything?
No.
I didn't. Well, it doesn't look like there's a penalty, but a long discussion between Matt Larson, the head referee, and Coach Spring, but no player changes, and it looks like we're going to continue on. Not sure what that was about. Maybe it was a warning for something. Hard telling. Anyway, the Capitals win the faceoff. They draw it down below the goal line over by the Zamboni door. Odd angle shot on that shot. Goal! Brett Baxter fires it to the top shelf where Grandpa has a good old scotch, and just 25 seconds into the first period, it's a 1-0 hockey game.
And Brett just stood with the play, just kept with it, and got a rebound, put right back top shelf there. So that's the way to start it.
Well, I guess that's
first line. You get an offensive zone face-off and put a goal in.
Thank you, Don Young. Right up to Kruger. Kruger with it now across the blue line down into the Cyclone end of the rink. Centering pass right out front to Hubbard, and couldn't hang on to it. Couldn't hang on to his stick. And the puck comes all the way out to center ice, sent down into the Cyclones in the rink. Delayed offsides on the Capitals, and the Capitals do come in offside. 16-12 left for the first. Faceoff's going to go all the way down into the Capitals into the rink to the glove side, Olivia Magason.
Intentional offside.
Nope, going to switch it to the stick side. Olivia Magason making Capital history, the only girl to play on a Capitals team as of yet. Capitals on the near side, overplay to Starr. Starr to Davison. Davison up to Kruger. And Kruger with it right up through center ice, over to player to Hubbard. Fires that shot on net. And the save by the Cyclone goaltender, number 30, Stropman. And puck comes loose all the way out to center ice, trying to get around Davison. Davison picks his pocket, forces the turnover, and the Capitals bring it down into the Cyclone in the rink. Hubbard with it. Hubbard over on the half boards. Sent all the way down below the goal line. Picked off by the Cyclones. And the Cyclones bring it out to center ice. Legler putting a stick on him. Back out to center ice. Legler with it. Capitals couldn't hang on to it, and here comes the Cyclones down, and the Capitals in the rink. Shot and just went wide past Olivia. And that one's going to get on net. Shot saved by Olivia. And we're going to get a whistle.
It's offside.
Offside, so that shot should not count. Nice save anyway by Olivia. 15:06 left of the first period.
Always play the puck there. Just heads up and let the referees blow the whistle.
Yep. DiCarlo with the face-off center ice out there with Legler and LaPrade. Back on the defensive side, Young and Wiersma. Capitals have it at center ice. Cyclones with it, down in behind their own goaltender. Cycles around, sent it over to the far side. Tried to keep it in at the blue line was Young. The puck pounced on him and couldn't hang on to it. Back down in the Capitals in the rink, chasing after DiCarlo. DiCarlo in behind his own goaltender. Leaves it there for no one besides the black jersey, and that's the Cyclones that pick it up. They send it out to the point. Fires it towards the net. Shot goes wide. Sent off to the near side. Wiersma chasing after it down below the goal line. Young in to help out. Capitals missing a couple of key players on this team today. And as Olivia hangs on to it, Tanner Christ out with an injury. Started practicing this week with a pink jersey on. Should be back to full action on Monday. And
some good news for the Capitals there. Didn't know if he was going to make it back in the lineup, and everything's going well for him right now.
Yep. And Mason Porp's the only other varsity player that is out for the Capitals with a suspension tonight, so he'll be back in the varsity lineup next Friday, icing on the Capitals. And, of course, we didn't mention John Logsdon. He is out for the season. And he was here tonight. Didn't see him in intermission, but John Logsdon was here tonight and cheering on his team. And I'm sure he might be home watching by now, so it's good to see John out here today, and he was actually at the end of the ice there, right where the door is, doing some stick handling on the ice. So,
well, that's so good to see, Tony.
Yeah, we would never have guessed 2 weeks ago today. Would never guess that boy would have been out there. So, anyway, Cyclones with it up through center ice. Hard hit by Paulus. And Paulus right back out in the action. Shot saved by Olivia. Sent off to the far near side. And the Capitals come up with it. Baxter with it. Baxter down into the Cyclone end of the rink. Oh, centering pass out to Paulus. Just went in behind him. Paulus picks up on the far side. Cyclones having it on the near side. Did Caleb, did you guys go up to Laverne?
Yes.
So that's probably the last game he played in, isn't it? Kruger with it down in the Cyclone in the rink back in June. Back off the high boards, high glass, and the Cyclones bring it up through center ice. Back to play it is Myers. Myers sends it over to Kruger. Kruger comes up with it at center ice. Down into the Cyclone end of the rink. Shot on net, save, loose. And Stratman hangs on to it. 12:52 left of the first period, 1-0 hockey game. What time do your Cornhuskers play tomorrow?
You know, I'm not even sure.
Do you know if it's a home game or away game?
They are playing home against Wisconsin.
Wow, and I'm going to Omaha tomorrow. And
we'll get there early.
We are planning on getting there pretty early tomorrow, leaving at noon. Capitals with it down and deep over to play to Starr. Starr up to Kruger. Centering pass right on net. Shot, save, loose. And Starr with the opportunity to make this a 2-0 hockey game. Sent down and deep. Back to play to Kruger. Kruger on the far side. Top of the circle and couldn't hang on to it. Puck comes all the way out to center ice. Kruger still with it, though.
Well, it's a good example there of Starr just trying to not do too much with it, but just deflect it right into the goaltender.
Shot on net by Davison. Sit in behind the net. Nice body check by Hubbard. And the Capitals are finishing their checking tonight. Something we didn't see a lot in last weekend's games. Capitals with it now. Lost it by Cyclones. Cyclones send it down into the Capitals in the rink. Chasing after it is Wiersma. Wiersma on the near side to Legler. Legler on the far side. And the puck goes all the way down into the Capitals in the rink. Chasing after is Young. Young catches up to Wiersma. Wiersma over to LaPrade. And LaPrade gets it down in the Cyclones into the rink. Sent over to the far side. Chicarlo trying to catch up to it. Did you have an opportunity to look at the ad booklet, Rob?
Not yet.
You have one over there. Shot on net, saved by the Cyclones, and they get a whistle. 11:13 left in the first period. 3/4 of that book is sold by DeCarlos.
Oh, yeah, every year.
Every year
that guy, I think, pays for hockey by the ads.
Yeah, so great job by DeCarlos. You guys want to, somebody thinks hockey expensive, which it is. A way to save is sell these ads, and boy, he went out and did his job. There's a lot of DeCarlo ads in there. Capitals with it over to the far side. Left there for Young. Young to Baxter. Baxter back to Paulus. Paulus over to Baxter on the near side. Back to Wiersma. Hangs on to it. Centering pass out front. Paulus tried to swat it down. Back out in front. Feeding it to Paulus. Can he hang on to it? He gets it back to the D. Too Young. Fires it short side on the goaltender. And the Capitals are getting this goaltender to move side to side. It's just a matter of time. Sent over to the far side. Chasing up on it is Young. And somebody needs to get back and cover for him. And back to Paulus. Paulus tried to one-time it. Not quite got the timing down, I don't think. Right idea. I think he's going to be a tired boy tonight, too.
Yeah, it may be at the end of the first period.
Yeah.
He's going hard right now.
Yes, he is going hard. He's excited.
The gas tank is probably on a quarter tank already. But
he's got that nitro switch in there, though. He's going to use that a few times tonight. Capitals with it up to Kruger. Kruger on the right side, brings it all the way in, fires it, just goes wide of the goaltender.
And nobody coming with Kruger because we're on a line change there.
But they got down in the zone very quickly. And the Cyclones have it now. They hang on to it. Back up through center ice. Played by Knopfler. Knopfler over to Stiles. Stiles up to Star to Kruger. And down into the Capitals, or Cyclones into the rink. Cyclones pick it off, and they bring it back the other way on the right side of the ice, trying to get around Knopfler. Fires it on net, saves, juicy rebound, but steered off to the corner by Stiles. Star comes up with it. He dumps it down into the Cyclones into the rink. Puck goes far over to the far side of the ice. Back to play to Stiles. Stiles up to Legler. Legler to the far side to Laprade. I think that was the delayed offsides on the Cyclones. It gave the opportunity for the Capitals to break it out. Puck goes all the way down, and Cyclones in the rink. DiCarlo chasing after it. Turns his hip, goes after the puck, and slow to get up. And I think he's going to be all right.
I like the pace that the Capitals are pushing right now. They just keep pushing this pace on Ames.
Yep. So Ames brings it down into the Capitals into the rink. Backhanded shot saved by Olivia. 8-18, 8-17 as it clicks 1 second off. 8:17 left in the first period. 1-0 hockey game. God, I haven't heard this song forever, the old Hokey Pokey. Face-off to the stick side of Magasin. Baxter with the face-off, wins the face-off over to the corner. Myers picks it up for the Capitals. Capitals get it out, 2-on-1 coming back the other way. Tried to feed it to Paulus, and tried to catch it kind of with his stick between his legs. Couldn't quite catch it, but Paulus comes up with it at the blue line. Steering pass to Webb, gets tipped into the corner. Webb picks it up below the goal line. Back out to Paulus, up to Baxter. Almost picked up an assist there for Paulus there. Baxter just a little bit off on his shot. Had the goaltender moving. Cyclones can't get it out as Wiersma keeps it in. Goal!
Wiersma with the sniper.
Wiersma sniped that baby down, and the Capitals go up 2-0.
I think that was a bar down.
Boy, almighty gosh.
Top shelf bar down.
Let's see who's going to get the assist here. You know what? Paulus might get the assist on that. It might have got tipped by Ames before it got back to Wiersma, but Paulus was second to the last guy to touch it for the Capitals, so we'll see if they... Wow.
I think that's wrong.
That's not how I saw it.
I don't think Webb was anywhere near.
No, I don't think so either. It was Paulus.
They'll figure that out.
Yep. Cyclones with it now up through center ice. Over to play it as Webb. Back out to play it as Wiersma. Bouncing puck loose. And the Cyclones have it at center ice. And the Oakleys must have the night off. There's some Oakley players down there cheering on the two teams. Cyclones have it on the far side. Top of the circle. Fires it. Shot goes wide past Olivia. Just under 7 minutes remaining in the period. The Capitals have it now up to Webb. Going to be a penalty on the Cyclones. Fires it. Shot.
Oh, geez.
Jeez, that just about went in too. And
I think he got his stick on that.
Capitals going to be on the Picket Fence Creamery power play. For all you guys here in the Des Moines area, if you come to the Des Moines area, Ames area too, look at all your local grocery stores and look for that logo on the milk and ice cream, and they got dips and you name it, they make it, and so delicious. Got a hooking call. Bumgardner with the hooking call. Capitals win the faceoff. Back to Kruger. Kruger over to Webb. Back to Kruger or Webb. Centering pass. Oh, loose puck. Shot. Never made it to the net. Baxter looking for the goal. Hubbard down in the corner. Over to Webb on the near side. Back out to Kruger. Kruger to Webb. Webb's over to Baxter. Fires it. Shot. Save loose. And the goaltender, young man for the Cyclones, come up big for the Stratman, comes up big for the Cyclones. Puck goes all the way down, and the Capitals in the rink. Over to play to Kruger. Kruger with it to the far side.
Well, Ames just leaving Baxter all alone in the slot down there. Kind of a dangerous thing for them to do.
Capitals with it now. Kruger, top of the circle, over to play it is Webb. Webb back, shot, save, loose, and you're right. Shot, goal!
Leaving that high slot wide open.
Yeah, they were. Hubbard with the goal assist with Baxter, and that one probably Ryan Webb with the assist. And the Capitals make it 3-0 hockey game. Well, the Bucks are trying to make a game out of it. It's 3-1. 1 minute remaining in the second. Out Team USA. Face off center ice. 5:47 left in the first period. 3-0 hockey game. Fires on net, shot save Olivia, and that was another shot offsides. 5:35 left the first period. Capitals win the faceoff, draw it back to Stiles. Stiles chips it off the half boards, tries to get it up through center ice, and delayed offsides on the Cyclones again. A long pass over to LaPrade, or Plod dumps it down into the Cyclones in the ring. Played on the near side to Burnell, fires it on net, save! Goal! LaPrade knew it! He was celebrating, but the referee was not quite down there yet, and
bad angle shot.
Bad angle shot.
Off the glove of the goalie.
And it's a, what is it, 4-0? 4-0 hockey game. Well, we are coming out a little bit on fire here in the first period. Back a shot on net, save, loose, and the Capitals come in right off the faceoff, put some pressure on them. Face off to the stick side. Stratman. Capitals win the face off. The Cyclones pick it up, and they bring it up through center ice. Nice back check by Kruger. Kruger over to Myers. Myers back up to Kruger. Kruger across the center ice, down into the Cyclones in the rink. Centering pass right out front. High slot. Open goal! Oh, and then he slashed him! Jiminy. Goaltender slashed our player in front of the net. Hubbard with the goal. Hubbard with
Everybody's getting in the action now.
Yep, Hubbard with his second goal of the evening. Puck goes all the way down into the Capitals into the rink. Back to play to Star. Cyclones have it at the top of the circle, though they lose it. The battle there. On the far side of Capitals goaltender. Up to Davison. Back out to the center ice it comes. Clark Kruger with it. 1-on-0 coming in. Shot. There's a shot. Never made it. Really got a shot. Trickled on net.
Kind of trickled off his stick.
Going to get a hooking call on the Cyclones, and Capitals will be on the Little Debbie Snack Cake power play. That's the Cyclones penalty. Got a hooking call. I couldn't see who it was. There is. Capitals with the face-off win. Back to Kruger. Kruger to Webb. Fires it. Shot. Never made it to the net. Loose right out in front. And the Cyclones couldn't come up with it. Back to play it is Baxter. Baxter to Kruger. To Webb on the near side. Sent back out to the blue line to Kruger. Kruger working it on the far side. Fires it. Shot on net. And the goaltender loses his stick. Capitals have it on the far side to Knopfler. Knopfler to Kruger. Goaltender's without a stick to Webb. Fires it. Shot. Save. Loose. And the puck comes back out to center ice. Shot save again. And the goaltender hangs on to it. Nice job by Strotman making a couple of good saves without his stick. And that's got to be, I would assume that's uncomfortable for a goaltender to be in net without his stick. 3:31 left in the first period, 1:21 left in the power play for the Capitals. Capitals win the faceoff, draw it back to the point to Kruger. Kruger is looking for a pass to Webb, back to Kruger at the point. Walking in and shot goes over the head of the goaltender. And the puck comes all the way out to the blue line. Kept in by Knopfler. Nice job by Knopfler. Knopfler down in deep, down below the goal line. Sent it back to Paulus. Paulus looking to get it to Baxter. Couldn't get it to him. Over to Knopfler now. Two big guys playing the corner there, Paulus and Knopfler. And the Cyclones clear it out. All the way down to the Capitals in the rink. 38 seconds remaining in the power play for the Capitals. 2:46 remaining in the first period. Capitals come up with it. Knopfler to Kruger on the left side of the ice. Left it there for Paulus.
He's already worn out.
Yeah, he is worn out. Yeah, it's
different.
Yeah, it's definitely different. Shot on net, save. And 10 seconds remaining in the penalty. Yeah,
he'll tell me it's his skates though. You watch, He'll tell me it's my skate. No, it's your leg.
Yeah. He'll be there. It'll take him a few weeks. He'll get there. Shot on net, saved by Olivia. She's going to steer it off to the side. Picked up by Young. Both teams back to 5-on-5 hockey. Oh, okay. DeCarlo brings it all the way down, and the Cyclones in the rink. Back to play it is Laprade. Laprade sent it on the near side to Legler. Left there for Wiersma. Oh, fires it, goes off the shin pads, off to the far side, and the Cyclones clear it out. Puck goes all the way down, and the Capitals in the rink, and icing waved off. Young plays it down below the goal line on the far side. In the corner it goes to DeCarlo. Young comes up with it, leaves it there for Laprade. Laprade brings it down into the Cyclones in the rink. Bouncing puck leaves back to Young. Young backhanded shot over to Legler. Legler off in the corner to play it to Laprade. And the Cyclones pick it up and come down the left side of the ice. Oh, boy, I thought Star was going to light him up. Capitals have it now up through center ice to Wiersma. Wiersma down into the Cyclone in the rink. Pass, shot, save, loose. And Star comes in with a nice shot on net to Strotman. Strotman makes a good save. Puck comes down in the Capitals in the rink. White takes a hard hit from Myers. Nice seeing Myers get in the action. Just under a minute remaining in the period. Loose puck. Shot on net, saved by Olivia. Oh, turnover by the Capitals right in front. Shot saved by Olivia. And the Capitals send it out to center ice. 34 seconds remaining in the period. Capitals have one more chance at it. Kruger brings it right down center ice. Drop pass back to himself, down into the Cyclones into the rink. Hubbard has it. Hubbard working the top side, leaves it there for Davison. Tipped towards the net, just went wide. 17 seconds remaining in the period. Played by Hubbard. Centering pass out front, backhanded shot.
Just in a little too deep.
Yep.
Star was.
Yep, just a little bit too deep. On the far side to play it. Star picks it up. And he dumps it down, and the Cyclones in the ring. That's going to do it for first period action. The Capitals up big here, 5-0. And let's see here. Shots on net. 18 for the Capitals, 5 for the Cyclones. We'll be back in 15 minutes with second period action. Rob Pauls, Tony Scott. Be back in 15 minutes. Thanks for listening to Des Moines Capitals Hockey. All right, back with you, Des Moines Capitals hockey. Third period action just about underway as the Capitals have came in and opened up a big old can of whoop ass. So far, 5-0 after one period of play. Goals from Brett Baxter, unassisted. Jake Wiersma, assisted by Ryan Webb. Hunter Hubbard, power play goal, assisted by Brett Baxter and Clark Kruger. Beckett Leprade, assisted by Brody Stiles. Hunter Hubbard's second goal of the evening, assisted by Jack Starr and Clark Kruger. Well, update over at Ann Arbor, Michigan, where the Buccaneers are playing Team USA. Early in the third period, Bucks are down 3-1. Looks like they could be on the power play, though. Shout out Nick Martin jumped on. Rita Carlson. Jason Romy jumped on. Not sure who's watching on. Oh, there's my chat on. Tapped on something on the iPad. All right, Capitals going to your left on the screen, and the Cyclones going to your right on the screen. Oh, nice hard hit by Paulus. And my understanding, Paulus is pretty wore out after that first period, but he's out there strong, starting to the second period. Back to play it is Baxter. Baxter down and deep. Over to play it is Webb. Shot on net, or I don't know if it made it on net. Style shot. It went top shelf high. Cyclones bring it right up center ice, dump it down into the Capitals in the rink. Over to play it is Knopfler. Knopfler back to Paulus. And the Capitals have it at center ice. Back down on the Capitals in the rink, trying to work it out. And the Capitals, oh, that's going to be icing on the Capitals. 16:06 left in the second. Face-off to the stick side of Magnuson. Kruger with the face-off. Out there with Starr, Myers, and Hubbard. And Davison. Cyclones can't hang on to it at the blue line. And Capitals come in with a Hunter Hubbard looking for his hat trick. Brings it all the way down, and the Cyclones in the ring. Wrap around right out to Kruger, and shot by Kruger, tipped by Starr, and the goaltender for the Cyclone, Strotman, with some big saves. Back out to the point. Myers with it. Myers skates it up. Fires it. Shot just goes up over the head of the Cyclone player. Back to play it is Davison on the near boards to Kruger. Back to Hubbard. Hubbard to Starr. Sent over to the far side. The Capitals pick it up in behind the goaltender. Starr with it. Leaves it there for Hubbard. Pass over to Kruger. And the puck comes free in behind the Cyclone goaltender, played by Davison. And Davison with it, fires it, shot goes wide, kept in by Myers, and we're going to get a whistle, and we're going to get coincidental penalties. Going to get coincidental penalties. Carson Davison into the sin bin, and number 17 for the Cyclones in the sin bin. One for slashing and one for a hook. And number 17 is for the Ames, Jackson Kennart for slashing a hook. I'm not sure which one got wins. They're coincidental penalties. Puck comes all the way up to center ice. Back to play it is Leprade. Leprade has it at the blue line. And the Capitals couldn't hang on to it. Cyclones dump it out to center ice. Back to play it is Young. Young fires it. Capitals had to tag up. Now they go in after it. Off the half boards, back out to Young. Young couldn't hang on to it at the blue line. Puck comes all the way out to center ice. Back to play it is Wiersma. Bouncing puck loose, and the puck comes out to center ice. 14:20 left in the second period, 5-0 hockey game. Capitals will be back in action next Friday up in Ames at 7 p.m. Same two teams. Varsity plays first up there. Up to Baxter. Baxter with it now. Fires it. Shot saved by Strotman at the 14:01 mark, and he hangs on to it. Capitals win the face-off draw. Back to the point. Back to play it is Baxter. Baxter sends it over to Paulus. And the puck comes free all the way down into the Capitals in the rink. That's going to be icing on the Cyclones. 13:48 remaining in the period. Good lounge crowd tonight. Up there enjoying an adult beverage. Not a bad crowd out here in the stands for a Capitals game. Webb with it now down below the goal line, looking for some help. It sends it on the near side to Baxter. Baxter falls down, gets it back to Paulus. Paulus sends it to the backside to Knopfler and fires it on net. Strotman with the save. Hangs on to it. 13:30 left in the second. Face off to the stick side of Strotman. Baxter with the face-off win sends it to Webb for the Capitals. Kept in at the blue line by Knopfler. And the Capitals come up with it. Webb sends it over to Baxter. Baxter on the far wall. Cycles back around, and the Cyclones pick it off. They send it up to center ice. Stiles with it, dumps it down into the Cyclones in the rink. Cyclones send it off the sideboards up to center ice. Dumps it down in the Capitals in the rink. Burke's chasing after it for the Cyclones on the far side. Kept in at the blue line. Putting the pressure on him was Starr. And the puck comes free out to the hash marks. Fires it, shot save Olivia. Shot save again. Loose, shot save. Puck's free. And the puck goes off to the far side. And the Capitals come up big with their goaltender. And here comes the Capitals back the other way. And the Cyclones pick it off. Icing on the Capitals. 12:24 left in a second. I'm not sure what happened to my partner in crime, Rob Paulus. He never came back after the first period. I don't know. Capitals with it now up through center ice. Down into the Cyclones in the rink. Young with it. Searing pass out front. Tipped. And the Cyclones bring it back the other direction. Back out to center ice. Cyclones bring it down and the Capitals in the rink. Picked off by Wiersma. Wiersma has it in the corner, and that's going to be a penalty on Cyclones. Capitals going to be on the Pickett Finch Creamery power play. Big or small give. Oh, that's the penalty kill unit. Pickett Finch Creamery, if you're in the local grocery stores here in Des Moines or the Ames area even, pick up a Pickett Finch Creamery chocolate milk or ice cream. You won't regret it. It is so good. This Capitals with it now on the near side. Back up to Kruger. Kruger out there with Knopfler and Baxter. Kruger brings it down into the Cyclones in the rink. Back to the point to Knopfler. Sent over to the far side to Webb. Oh, and couldn't hang on to it at the blue line. Puck comes all the way back out to center ice. Knopfler couldn't hang on to it. Back out to Hubbard. And the Cyclones send it down into the Capitals in the rink. Olivia Magnuson leaves it there for Kruger. And Kruger is going to bring it forward up through center ice. Long pass over to, can't see who that is, Webb it looks like. And the Cyclones send it back down at the Capitals into the rink. Capitals have it now back to the top of the circle to Kruger. Kruger hangs on to it. Right down center ice. Fires it. Shot saved by Strotman. Sent off to the near side to Knopfler. And the puck comes free all the way out to center ice. Yeah, I see him. Shot on net. Save Olivia. Oh, shot goes through the paint off the pipe. And Olivia Magnuson comes up big for the Capitals. Capitals pick it up. That was a shorthanded try by the Cyclones. Puck comes all the way up through center ice. Hunter Hubbard with it now. Down into the Capitals' offensive side of the ice. And here comes the Cyclones down into the Capitals into the rink. Back to play it is Wiersma. Wiersma has it down below the goal line. Back up to Hubbard. Hubbard long pass up to Baxter. Baxter brings it in with some help from Burnell. Shot on net, saved by Strotman. Burnell has it on the far side to Baxter. Baxter out to Wiersma. Shot on set net again. Strotman with the save. And the puck comes free all the way out to center ice. Young plays it at center ice. Leaves it there for DiCarlo. Back up to Laprade. Laprade to DiCarlo. DiCarlo up to Burnell. And the Cyclones pick it off, bring it down into the Capitals into the rink. A tighter period here by the Cyclones. And it looks like the Buccaneers are not going to fare well up in Michigan, Ann Arbor, Michigan, as they're down 4-1 to Team USA with 8 minutes remaining in the period. Capitals have it on the far side. Wiersma by the Zamboni door here at the famous Buccaneer Arena. And that's going to be off the player's bench on Ames, so play is blown dead. 8:39 left in the second. Cyclones win the faceoff, draw top of the circle, shot towards net, tipped by Davison. And Cyclones have it on the far side. Davison chips it off the glass. Left there for Cooper. Cooper sends it up to Paulus. Paulus skating after it. Catches up to it down below the goal line. Paulus with it now. Couldn't hang on to it. Puck goes on the near side. Over the plate is Cooper. Cooper with a hard hit. Puck comes free all the way out to center ice. Cyclones with it down into the Capitals in the rink. Shot on net, saved by Magnuson. Loose puck out front. Shot goes wide. Went in behind the net by the Cyclones. Legler has it now up to Cooper. Cooper leaves it there for Paulus. Paulus 1-on-2 coming in the other direction. He gets past the defenseman down below the goal line. Centering pass out front, broken up. On the near side of play is the Cyclones. And the Cyclones chip it off the glass, bring it up through center ice. Back to play it is Kruger. Kruger across the neutral zone all the way down in the Capitals' offensive side of the ice. And the Cyclones chip it off to high glass, back out to center ice it comes. Capitals touch up, putting the pressure on them. And the Cyclones bring it up through center ice on the right side, all the way down into the Capitals into the rink. Sent over to the far side, nice hit by Stiles, and Stiles is going to get a penalty. Going to get 2 minutes for tripping. 7:05 left in the second period. 5-0 hockey game, and the Capitals will be on the Des Moines Printing penalty kill. Big or small, give Tyler Scott at Des Moines Printing for all your printing needs. Cyclones win the faceoff. Capitals pick it off, though, at the half boards on the far side. Now below the goal line. Cyclones have it. Shot goes wide past Magnuson. Sent off into the corner. Back out to the point to 17 for the Cyclones.
Oh, nice seeing you to show. Nice seeing you to show up.
Joe
Joe's probably not watching the game. He's
talking my ear off.
Yes.
So.
I'm like, what the heck happened to Rob?
I'm like, Joe, I got to go.
That's funny. Well, maybe you'll bring some luck. We get some more goals here, Rob. We've kind of been soft this period. Shot on net, saved by Magnuson. 6:18 left in the second. 1:14 left on the penalty kill for the Capitals.
Yeah, just having a little bit of trouble controlling the puck here in the second period.
Face off to the club side of Magnuson. Baxter with the face off. Out there with Webb and Knopfler. Davison. And Stiles is in the penalty box for the Capitals. Puck goes all the way down, and the goalie misplayed it. Capitals shorthanded try coming right out in front. Goal!
And there's your stop. There's the drill you just did is go and stop, and Webb stopped right in front of the crease, got the feed, and put it away.
Shorthanded goal, and that's a nice extra effort by Brett Baxter to get down there and make that play happen. And it's a 6-0 hockey game. Shorthanded goal. And it will be a run clock here on out until it gets within 5 goals. Capitals win the faceoff, draw it down into the Cyclones into the rink. Cyclones pick it up in behind their own goaltender. Picked off by that famous number 14 Paulus kid. He still thinks he's on the football field.
He's had one big hit tonight, so he's been a little bit under control.
Yeah. He just doesn't. Yeah, he'll get there.
He just needs to know how to play with a stick in his hand.
Yes. Yep. Capitals with it now. Send it down into the Cyclones in the rink. Nice foot race with Cooper. And the puck comes free all the way down into the icing waved off because penalty kill. Now Stiles out. 5-on-5 hockey now. Gets it up to Stiles. Stiles beats him, and Stiles couldn't get the shot off. Yeah, it was change up.
Throws a change up to the goaltender, and he does a good job getting on the puck.
So it's a run clock with 6 or more goals, 6-goal lead in a game.
So no home games for you this weekend, huh?
No. Bucks are on the road, and which is nice. The way I look at
a weekend for the Scots.
Yes, and we're going to go over to Omaha tomorrow, spend the night, and the next free weekend, I think, I don't know when it is. I figured out it's a while before I get a free weekend away from hockey, which my wife says there's only one way to take care of that is not do it anymore. But I'm not up to that yet. So,
well, we're thankful for that.
Shot on net just went wide of Magnuson. I think anymore she's joking about it. So, tipped in front, sent wide. Hats off to the Cyclones as they continue to battle hard. and fairly, I guess, too. You see a lot of teams get down by this much and not play as fair as.
Well, like I said, I've always said before, if Kelly's listening, that we always appreciate the fact that you allowed Tony to do this.
Yes, I'm not sure if she is. I thought maybe she would come up here tonight, but she's not. So puck goes all the way down, in behind the goaltender for Magazine, left there for Knopfler. Knopfler up to LaPrade. Capitals have it on the far side.
Well, I think I got some football coaches from Waukee convinced to come to the Turkey Cup.
Oh, okay. I got some Lake friends that are going to come to the Turkey Cup. Capitals with it all the way down. Shot! And you probably know him. Bingo. Bingo's coming.
Big.
And Chris Albright's coming, I think.
Well, I wanted to ask you how the, since we got some time here in this running clock, how's the lake looking up there now after that tragic,
shot on net saved by Schrottman. You know what? They got it back together. They got some brand new docks out of it. It's going to be better than ever. They still don't have power to the docks as it totally ripped those transformers into the lake. They had to bring a crane down, I do believe, and fish those transformers out, but it ruined them. They got all new transformers. Last time I knew, the electricians were down there, and of course those docks got wired hard telling when, and of course they are out of code, so everything had to be back in code. Strotman with a big save from the Star. So yeah, Lake Rathbun looks a lot better, and then they had that big storm down there the weekend after the Capitals were there, and thank God we weren't on the lake the week of that. We wouldn't have made it out on time with all the people we had down there on boats and shuttling people back and forth. That storm rolled in so quick, it wouldn't have been good. So count our blessings there.
Well, always a good time down there.
It was a good time. Capitals have it on the far side, right out to Knopfler, fires it, goal! Knopfler with the goal assist to Star, and it's a 7-0 hockey game.
And the big shot by Big Knopfler there,
yeah.
He's got a rifle out there, and you could see it coming. He was winding up for it and didn't disappoint. I don't even think he got all of it. I think it kind of tumbled on him. So,
boy, too bad the coaches don't talk here and say, let's just go in a third period here. And the ice doesn't look too bad here for
absolutely
period of play. So puck goes all the way down, and the Cyclones in the rink. Chasing after is Kruger.
Well, he's kind of changed up the lines here a little bit.
Well, a game like this gives you the coach a couple of things to work on, put some guys together, and
2-on-1 here. See if Kruger, that was Wiersma get back. Good job recovering from that.
All right, that's going to do it for second period action. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Shots on net after 2, 31 for the Capitals and 12 for the Cyclones. So we'll be back in 15 minutes with third period action. Thanks for listening to Des Moines Capitals Hockey. All right, back with you, Des Moines Capitals hockey. Third period action just about underway.
Playing slot. Slot and safety. Yeah. Oh, and here?
Football.
Oh, yeah. Football. Yeah. Slot and safety.
And Capitals up 7-0 after 2 periods of play. And nice to see the Capitals varsity team come back out and kind of get regrouped after Fremont games last weekend. And so let's see, who do we got here? Maybe looking for a hat trick. Hunter Hubbard's the only one looking for a hat trick. We'll just go through the goals real quick during the first and second. Brent Baxter, Jake Wiersma, Hunter Hubbard with 2 goals. Beckett LaPrade, Sam Knopfler, and Ryan Webb all with goals. So Capitals will be going to your right on the screen. The Cyclones wearing their dark black jerseys going to your left on the screen. What time did you say Nebraska play tomorrow, Rob?
I'm not sure.
You didn't say you didn't know. Yeah, that's right.
I had to check on that.
Yeah. I'm just curious. We're leaving at noon tomorrow, so. All right, starting lineup for this third period. Capitals going to send out Ryan Webb, Brent Baxter, Sam Knopfler, Brody Stiles, and on the far side is Caleb Paulus. Starting lineup. In net is Olivia Magnuson for the varsity starting lineup for the third period. Capitals win the faceoff, draw it down into the Cyclones into the rink. Ooh, hard into the boards was Webb. Whew. And another Capital player down. The ice a little bit wet out there as Caleb Paulus goes hard into boards. Probably wouldn't have been a bad idea to let this dry a little bit more before.
It is pretty wet.
Yeah, pretty wet.
Puck's not moving at all.
Yeah. A little warm in here tonight, but it's been tough to monitor the weather in Bucks Arena this week. Oh, look at it stop. Shot, save. The puck just stopped right in front of the goaltender.
You could have put it on the tee almost.
Yeah. But when earlier this week it didn't even shot on net, save, offside, I think. Earlier this week it didn't get above freezing. Barely got it in the high 20s, and then today was 55 degrees out there. So this big old building here, when you get it heated up or cooled down, it's tough to change the weather inside here too quickly.
Hey, I'm not crabbing about 55.
I'm not either, and I'm not crabbing it's warm in here tonight. I've spent plenty of time in here freezing, and our time will come yet this year that it's pretty cold in here. I think the players like it a little bit cooler in here than what it is tonight. But Capitals have out there Starr, Myers, Kruger, Davison, and Hubbard. Down in the corner it goes. Capitals fall down on Kruger fell down. Down below the goal line now, working it. 15 minutes remaining on the run clock. Boy, it's still not freezing too well out there. Off Saturday, Sunday this week, the first day off the Capitals have had for a while, for about 2 weeks. So hopefully these players will get out and do some stuff for their friends over the weekend and just take a little break from hockey and come back Monday.
High school kid.
Come back hard at it on Monday. And some of the Oakleaf players came here to watch our game tonight, so they got a break off tonight. Shot on.
There goes another poster.
Yeah, shot up with protective netting and
sign down.
Face off coming to the glove side of the Cyclone goaltender. Pam Starr says 11 o'clock tomorrow against the Badgers.
11 o'clock.
And now that's at home, so that game will be underway by the time we get there. So.
Oh, yeah, you're safe.
Be perfect timing to get their Capitals with it. Send it down into the Cyclones into the rink. Back to play it is Legler. Couldn't catch up to it. Send back out to center ice. Wiersma with it. Wiersma up to try to get it up to LaPrade, but the Cyclones have it on the far side.
I'm not going to say anything, Pam Starr, because I'm just hoping the Huskers can stay in the game.
Yeah, the Wisconsin's having a great year this year. Have they been beat yet?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think they have. Yep, they got beat by Illinois. I think. I'm not sure.
Pam will know. She'll probably put it down there for us. Puck's back out to center ice, and I thought it was going to be a penalty. Oh wait! Oh gosh! The goalie thought there was a penalty too. He looked at the wrong guy like I did. He looked at the linesman. Boy, that was the goalie was halfway to the bench, and he realized it was not a penalty shot. Goal! Caleb Paulus with his first goal of the season, and he makes it 8-0 hockey game.
Well, he probably should have been in the penalty box because it might have been interference, but.
In the middle, shooting all night long.
All night long. 8-0 hockey game. Ryan Webb with the assist and Brody Stiles with the assist on the 8th goal and the first goal. And that gives Caleb Paulus a little extra jump in his step there. And they turned the puck over, sent it to Webb. Shot! Saved by Strotman. Capitals with it again. Bottom of the circle looking. Sends it on the far side. Back out to the point it goes to Knopfler. Knopfler fires it. Shot and just goes wide of the goaltender.
And there goes that Winchester from Knopfler.
And Pam Starr says they lost to Illinois and Ohio State.
Oh, that's right.
I remember I watched the Ohio State game. I do remember that now. Thanks, Pam Starr. Capitals have it down in deep, down on their own end of the rink. Back to play it is Baxter. Baxter centering pass up to Hubbard. And finally, the puck's starting to move out there a little bit better. Cyclones bring it right up through center ice. 11 minutes remaining in the period. Every time I see that number 17 out there skating for the Cyclones, I keep thinking it says Kmart on the back of his jersey. Capitals with it now. Hubbard with it. Leaves it there for Kruger, and the soft ice was not in favor of those two as the puck slowed down as it was getting to Kruger's stick. He wasn't able to make the pass or catch the pass. Cyclones bring it down in. Save for Olivia, sent off to the near side. Sent over to the far side. Back to play it is Hubbard. Hubbard falls down. Gets it right back to Myers. Myers has it down in behind his goaltender up to Starr. Starr centering pass up to Kruger. And just out of reach for Kruger. Starr heads to the players' bench as the Capitals making a line change. 1-0 on the Capitals. A goal as the Cyclones got in behind our defenseman on a line change, and the Cyclones get on the scoreboard, making it an 8-1 hockey game. Well, that's about
tough on Olivia there.
Yep. She's played an outstanding game, Olivia has. That's not quite her fault as her teammates kind of let her down there, let them get in behind them.
Big 32. I think it was 32 got the goal. That is Ethan Tulip. Ethan Tulip.
Nice hard hit by Webb on the far side. Left there for Wiersma. Wiersma back to LaPrade. Legler has it on the half boards. Capitals trying to chip it out of the zone. They do. Gets it up out to center ice. That was tipped out by LaPrade. LaPrade putting the pressure on him. Back to play to Young. Young off the boards, and Legler comes in with a big hit. Series pass right out front to DiCarlo, and a one-timer just goes wide past Strotman. And the Cyclones have it now up through center ice. Down into the Capitals into the rink. Back to play it is DiCarlo. DiCarlo sets up in behind his own goaltender to Young. Young, a long pass over to the far side. I'm not sure what that was LaPrade was trying to do. LaPrade's getting off the bench. Maybe he was going to think about making a line change and decided to stay out there for the pass. But anyway, it threw him off centered. Puck goes all the way down, and the Capitals in the rink. Back to play it is Wiersma. Wiersma sends it over to the far side to Young. And Young picks it up half to half boards. That's going to be icing on the Capitals. 8:10 remaining in the third on the run clock. Face-off's going to be to the glove side, Olivia Magnuson. Yeah, that corner down there is pretty wet, Rob.
It still is.
Yeah, it's still wet down there.
We're like 10 minutes into this period.
We had that the other day when it was warm here. Cyclones with it on the far side. Left there for Paulus try to get to it.
Well, looking forward to going up to Mason City because I was just thinking about the coldest arena in the Midwest Hockey League, and it by far was the old...
Baxter all the way in. Shot! Saved by Strop. Goal. And it's a goal. Baxter. Goal for the Capitals. A little delayed there, but we were waiting to see if it got in or not.
Is that a hat trick for him?
I got to get to
Close
that page.
Playmaker.
Second goal of the evening. He's got 2 assists and 2 goals. So the Capitals up 9-0. But anyway, Rob, talking about Mason City, I'm not 100% sure that first game the Capitals are up there because I see we go up like the December 6th.
Not scheduled to open yet?
Not his. When Mason City was down here, they didn't think it would quite be open yet. It might be close. But yes, that is by far the coldest rink I've ever been in. Cyclones bring it up through center ice. And
so one more time at the fairgrounds.
Yeah, maybe one more time at the fairgrounds. Back out to Webb. Webb up to Myers, and Myers skating down the half board. 6 minutes remaining in the period. Puck goes all the way down, and the Capitals in the rink. Back to play it is Myers. Myers picks up in behind his own goalie. Up to Starr. Starr can't hang on to it. And he gets it back to Myers. Myers over to the far side of Wiersma. Oh, centering pass out front to Starr, and Starr reached for it, just went out of reach for him. Back out to center ice. Cyclones with it. They dump it down into the Capitals in the rink. Wiersma picks it up and sends it down, gets it on net. That would have been icing. Ooh, easy, Kruger. Capitals with it. Now centering pass out front. Shot. Save. And Jack Starr with a nice shot on net. And Strotman makes the save. Face off to the stick side of Strotman. Capitals win the face-offs. Sent over to the near side, chasing after it is Kruger. And the puck goes free all the way down into the Capitals in the rink. Chasing after is Wiersma. Wiersma sends it to the far side to Kruger. And the Capitals pick it up on the left side of the ice. Gets it up to Starr. Starr got 2 to beat. Starr leaves it there for Kruger. And shot just went wide. Shot on net by Hubbard. Shot goal. And the Capitals make it a 10-1 hockey game. And that's a hat trick, I think, for Hunnard.
Well, there's some hat trick beer.
Hunter, yeah, that's a hat trick for Hunnard Hubbard.
Everybody's giving their beer orders right now to Gary down there.
Yep. Just under 4 minutes remaining in the period. Well, I'm going to say once again, hats off to this Cyclone team. They're still battling out there, playing a clean game.
Yeah, and they're like I said before, young team.
Yeah.
I mean,
new coach.
They'll hopefully learn from this, and I think they're honestly just right now fundamentally a better team.
Right. Yeah. Yep. They're going to win some games yet this year, and get better as the season goes on. Great young coach over there, and now the Capitals. I don't know. See, I talked about a clean game, and then there's a hit on the wall, and now they've got
we kind of jinxed it, didn't
pushing
we?
and shoving, and now there's going to be a Cyclone. I think he's going to get a 10-minute, but so I jinxed it. But
I think he just got thrown out.
I think he did too. I didn't mean to jinx it like that, but I think he's going to get thrown out. I'm not sure. Come on, run the clock. Got to run the clock. Yeah, they don't ever stop the clock. Anyway, as the clock runs, it's only 3 minutes. No one's got thrown out yet, but we got number 7 for the Cyclones going to sin bin. Baumgartner. And number 4, that's a girl there.
She might be serving
the
2.
Hopefully no one gets thrown out. I'm not sure. I think it's going to end I think it's just going to end. The referees are making them run the clock here, and there's 2:20 left in the third, so they're not going to get much action here.
Mr. Larson's taking his time.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Yep. Yep, I think it was a 2 and a 10 maybe on Baumgartner. Yeah, the parents don't understand it. They went through this in the league rules a few years ago. There is no stoppage on a run clock. There's no stoppage. I think there's a stoppage just to put the penalty in, and then you start it right back up, because some arenas make you stop the clock to put the penalty in, but you stop it just for that two or 3 seconds it takes you to put the penalties in, and then you start it right back up. But it doesn't really matter. It's 1 minute remaining, and Capitals on the Little Debbie Snack Cake power play, and let's see what we're gonna. Capitals will move to even 500, 3-3. They'll pick up 2 points to get 19 points. They will still be, let's see, they'll probably jump ahead of Kansas City tonight. As there's 3 teams all got six points. So we're going to jump up a couple of spots, but we only play 1 game this weekend, so we're going to get a tripping call on Wiersma at the end of this period. And anyway, thanks for listening to Des Moines Capitals hockey, and we're just going to call this a game. And you don't quite see that. The clock hasn't even totally expired, and both teams come off the bench, but it's over, and Capitals pick up a win. Rob Paulus and I thank you for listening and watching, and we'll be back with Friday night action up in Ames, this rematch of these two teams.
Next week, we'll look forward to seeing you.
Yep, 7 p.m. up in Ames next weekend. Thanks for listening to Des Moines Capitals Hockey.